What's going on, everybody? We're just going to give take a couple more minutes, let some people get in. Appreciate everybody that's in already. Don't be scared to shoot over a little comment. Oh, there he is. Showtime. Justin McElhaney, how you doing? Appreciate you, Mac. We'll give it about another minute, let some people get in. How's everybody doing? Rodriguez, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Everyone should go check him out on Instagram at the Carnivore Killer if you're into that. Sissy Sue from Bangalore, how are you? Good to see you, Britt. That's cool. All right. About 30 seconds and we'll get going. Brian, man, what's going on? How are you? Oh, that's B, isn't it? Oh, sweet. What's going on, Brian, man? 1313. Shout out to my nephew, Bryson Pajak. Hey, what's going on, Jason? How you doing, brother? Semper Fi buddy check, right? We've been doing that for a couple years now, right? Also, let's see, what was that? Tony, how you doing, brother? Thanks for coming by. How's the West Coast treating you? Shout out to Ma Dukes for making it. Appreciate it. Lewisburg, North Carolina in the house. Nick Sacknick, what's going on, big dog? How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming in. Jeffrey, what's up, my friend? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for coming on. That's right. Always got to check in. All right. Well, listen, we're gonna get this thing kicked off. I appreciate everybody joining in with me. We got a great show planned today. My name, most of you probably on here know, my name's Andrew Turner, and this is Disarranged 1775. It's your news, entertainment, and supportive network. I know I throw the news word out there. A lot of people have been skeptical and trying to figure out how we're going to report on news. But if you stick around, you're going to understand what our vibe is here at Disarranged. Today is November 22nd. Today's a Veterans Check Day. So we figured today was kind of the best day to kick off our initiative here in Disarranged, because a part of our mission here is to check in with people on our network. So whether you're a veteran, civilian, Republican, Democrat, whoever you are in the society, you have a place here at Disarranged. So that's one of the biggest points we want to make. So I want to get into how I met my co-host that we're going to be introducing here soon. Mr. Gardner and I were in the Marine Corps together. And in 2009, we got slated to deploy to Afghanistan. So during our training, we had to do, long weeks and weekends, and we had to do live fire missions out of Humvees. And I was a 50 cal gunner. Well, when you go on deployments, units will ask other units, hey, we need bodies. Like, we need people to come over and support our mission. So here comes this guy that's going to be my ammo guy in the Humvee, and he's already got salt and pepper hair, and I'm a young 4-year-old strapping young male, and so I instantly judged him right out the gate because of his age, and he was at the time, I believe, 28, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong. So I didn't think he was going to be able to keep up, and he made me bite my words when he outperformed even all the young devil dogs with a saw, and that's a squad automatic weapon and a full combat load. And I think he said he almost died, but we'll let him say that too. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you my co-host and my best friend. We've never lost contact since then. We've been on 2 deployments together. And if I had to go back to deployment, he would be on my list to call. So without further ado, everybody, Matthew Gardner.
That was good. That was good.
What's up, buddy? How are you, friend?
What's up? What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I was 27, and
okay, all right. Well, but you always act older than your age too, pal. So
well, it's a far that seems like lifetimes ago. Now I go to take the trash out, and I need a medevac to get back to my front door. So.
Let me get this up for everybody so they can see. Look at that.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Look at that guy, huh?
That's stoic.
Where did he go?
Well, let's see. I was in that picture. Let's see. I was about 29, I think. Now I'm 41, and I've been out for about 4 years. And you know what happens when you get out, especially when you get. I think I got out. I was 38. So yeah, when you get out when you're close to 40. It's go time with gaining weight unless you can keep up with exercise. But yeah.
Well, yeah, buddy. Well, listen, man, how you been? How's everything? How's life? What's new?
Just getting this together, man. I'm excited. We've been working on this for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time coming. We've talked. Me and you have had serious talks about all sorts of things, and as far as doing stuff like this or personal things, checking in on each other. So for this to manifest like this, even with just being able to get this the site together, and we've got to get a hold of like 5-6 other guys I haven't seen in like 10-11 years. So
yeah,
it's just awesome, man. I'm excited about being here, and I'm excited about things to come. And
yeah, well, I was excited when I gave you a call. It was kind of funny. We can touch on that real quick. I remember talking, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm running into work, but I got an idea. I want to run by you. Like, what are you doing later on?" And you're like, "Yeah. Well, I've been meaning to talk to you." And then I kind of just brought this to the table, and you were like, "Dude, I can't believe it." I was kind of thinking we need to get something together to get our boys and get our network together in terms of just overall checking in on everybody more on a regular basis. Just because we're not in a unit doesn't mean we can't be a unit. So I thought that was really important. And I've been trying to get a bunch of different things off the ground, and I wanted to include everybody, not just veterans. So I thought combining a little bit of everything and kind of making our own unique culture here at Disarranged is going to be a fun journey. And I'm super excited to have you a part of it. And I look forward to it, man.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're going to, all of you that are with us and all of you who are out there that aren't with us yet are going to take this journey with us, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of rawness and a lot of openness, and we're just here to be ourselves and be real, and just have a good spot for everybody to come.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I think nowadays, and especially in today's environment, being able to come somewhere and be and have a free ground to a space to be able to speak freely, and not be judged whatever your stance is. We're not here to judge anybody. If anything, I think this is going to be a platform for people to truly try to learn both sides of things, if there are disagreements, but everyone here is going to be treated with the utmost respect, no matter their stance on anything. So, and you'll hear that throughout our episodes, because we definitely want to treat everybody with respect and give them their space. Because some days you have a bad day, you might need to just come on here and bitch, and that's what we're here to do too. So, with that being said, we're going to jump into our first segment, and this is kind of been a hot topic when I've kind of been explaining to people what we're doing. We're going to hop into a little bit of news, and I'm sure a lot of you people out there are like, oh, man, more news.
Right.
What's this guy going to do, right? So listen.
Well, especially news from you.
I'm just going to throw this definition up on the screen real quick for everybody. Newly received or noteworthy information, especially about recent or important events, from the Oxford Dictionary.
That's good.
News does not have to be news as we know it. Okay. So here at Disarranged, we are going to switch it up, and we're going to try to give everyone life things that can help you at every day. That, we find the social media is completely overflooded with motivational stuff, inspirational stuff, all those things, the do better stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of act as that filter. We're going to pull it off. We're going to review it together and say, hey, I think this is going to be good as we live work on ourselves too, out here as veterans and working and being, better civilians to a part of our society for everybody. So with that being said, let me see if there's, we got any questions over here. Does anybody have any questions about the news segment? This will be interesting. No,
you got questions?
No, and I don't have answers. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think that you said it, like, most importantly, when we get together, we talk about news, politics comes up, things come up like that. And it gets, man, a lot of times we're asking each other like, hey, we're getting old. Well, I'm getting older. I'm 41, but you're getting older. And you'll ask me, we're asking about new stuff that you can try for this and that. And,
of course.
So this is that time where we can kind of put stuff out there and get some.
Yeah, this is the supportive side. This is the supportive side of our journey, and our goal is to, as we bring guests on, we want to connect all our guests to everybody and make this network of people from all walks of life. That's going to be the beauty about this, completely united. So as we hop into our, we'll get into a little bit of news here. So I was reading this article the other day. The first segment we're going to be talking about is they're saying that learning 5 hours a day, or 5 hours a week should be the bare minimum for people. At least, I'd say an hour a day during working hours with these articles, which we'll have in the comments, or in the descriptions below. It says an Atlantic article states, employers across industries and regions have complained for years about a lack of skilled workers. As demand for brute force or hardworking class workers declines due to increased technology and automation, which I'm in automation, I see it every day. So there's definitely a change in that. Technology is bringing different skill sets that need to be learned to stay competitive in today's job market. So what experts are basically saying is that where learning was once a luxury, it's becoming a necessity. So, and that makes complete sense with technology.
Yep, it goes hand in hand. So
absolutely.
Nowadays it's hard to find people that want to work anyway, but
right.
And then getting workers in who don't have the knowledge and stuff like that. It's that was a hard lesson.
Just trying to take that hour to introduce something new to you to spark your brain is something that is really good too.
Yes, also. Absolutely. Keep it fresh. Yep.
So that's one thing. As we report on news and things like that, everything that we're saying, everything that we're reporting to you, we're going to try to implement in our lives too. If we see that that's something that needs to be worked on or tweaked. For me, a lot of it's reading. I'll sit down and read for a few minutes, and then I just I go off in my
Right.
like I'm. I'll even do well for a little bit, like for a
Yes.
couple days or even a couple weeks sometimes.
And
But
then
I just
ADD kicks in, right?
yeah, I just
Squirrel.
so with that, there's always we want to bring things to the table so everyone learns. And we're going to give we're just going to give recaps of certain things that we find are important, and we want you guys to be interactive with us, and we're going to provide links and information where you can go look up these people, because the next person I want to talk about is a guy by the name of Andrew Huberman. He's an American neuroscientist and tenured professor in the Department of Neurology at Stanford University School of Medicine. Mr. Huberman has started a free educational podcast called the Huberman Lab Podcast. I would strongly recommend going to check that out. Again, that was going to be in the description below. If you're looking to take control over certain aspects of your life and learning about what really goes on in your brain chemically with certain reactions of this, that, and the other, I'm not even going to try to get into
Please
what. Yeah. Oh, thank you. What he talks about, but it's somebody that I think I've been following for the last close to a year now, and it's helped me out understanding certain things as we work through veterans and working with the VA and all that. Go ahead.
Well, no, this is so important to me because we talk about it all the time with medications and how your body changes, how your mind thinks, when you get older, adjusting to things, everything is a medication, and medications are good, but trying to figure out where the brain fires on certain levels and understanding what happens is, I think is important. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times I don't even understand, like, what the hell am I taking this for? You know what I mean? Like you do, but you don't. So, yeah, I think I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So I would definitely, again, it's Andrew Huberman. His podcast is called the Huberman Lab Podcast. His whole goal is free information. Like, let's get the information out to the people to try to help with depression, and help with anxiety and things of that nature. And it's all natural science based. So it's pretty cool. And so again, with how we're communicating that to you, that's kind of where we're going to roll into the communication aspect of things and how important in our not society, but in our group of veterans, how communication really is key. And it's just ironic that Matthew here is at a com Marine, or were you in the Army?
Oh my God. Okay. Listen, those rounds don't go down range unless comms there. Okay, pal. So yes, I was a communications Marine. When you think communications, I don't know if it necessarily means I know how to communicate in general, but yeah, that's what I did. We made it so that we were able to put live rounds on range for you guys. So yeah.
Nah, and you did a good job. Looks like we have a quick question about that topic from Annie Cantwell. Thoughts on effectiveness of psychedelics and PTSD? Annie, you should join us in a couple weeks. We are going to have a pretty interesting guest on that will touch on everything you asked there. So I appreciate you asking that question. I look forward to that episode. So with that being said, I think you have Murdock. So I'm gonna shoot him. I think make sure he's all ready to go here. We're gonna introduce our friends. So this is kind of what each episode is going to be based around, is a buddy check, and our goal is to have everybody a part of this. Again, you don't have to be just you don't have to be a veteran.
Right.
We want everybody of all walks of life to come on, talk to us, introduce. We want to learn just like you do. So today we're going to be introducing our good friend and comrade, Justin Murdock. Both served with him as in the Marine Corps. He's definitely somebody you want on your fire team. I know age. The Marine Corps doesn't have age; it's all rank. And this kid, he, no matter what his rank was always there to teach us. Even though he was definitely younger than both of us. But I think we should get him in here and see how he's doing.
He was younger than me, Turner.
Well, oh yeah, everybody's younger than you, old man.
Except for the CO and the.
All right, let's get him in here. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen that are with us, thank you very much. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Justin Murdock, everybody.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm well. How we doing?
Doing good, man.
We're doing great, brother. It's great to have you, man. We really appreciate you wanting to be a part of this.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, we are very excited, man, for sure.
Cool.
So how's everything going? How's your day?
It was well. I just want to. I really want to start off with that was a great opener for the first the first debut.
Cool.
Yeah. My day was good, man. I'm well today. What I've learned so far is I'm just taking it one day at a time. So
Cool.
That's all I'm worried about. And today was awesome. So
very good, man. That's all you can do, man. And Justin, you've had very compelling conversations with both Matt and I, and we actually had the privilege of sitting down and introducing you to this concept the other evening. And man, how long were we on the?
Oh, probably 3-4 hours.
Yeah, it was some hours for sure.
And the greatest thing was it just kind of just was there. It didn't
so
seem
natural,
like 3 hours.
Definitely.
Nope.
I mean,
it was a light switch.
You guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but Matt and Justin, you guys hadn't talked in how many years?
I haven't seen Justin probably since because you didn't go to Japan with, so it was.
No, I got out probably 8 months or so after we got back from Afghanistan. So 2010 would have been 11 years.
So 11 years. And you guys, as soon as I clicked you guys both on at the same time, it was just like.
It was like a light switch, man. It was like like we just seen each other yesterday. So yeah, that's great.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. So everything's good, man. Work's going well?
Yeah, it works real well, man. It's starting to get cold, so we gotta get this money while we can. But
oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, you're outside. This guy's. Anybody out there in the Peoria, Illinois area and surrounding areas needs some seamless gutters. This is the G to go talk to. So, so a part of our buddy checks, especially in the veteran community, I thought it was important to have some sort of standardization in terms of certain questions that we ask. We don't want to just have information out there and just do this for nothing. We're trying to help people. So if we can standardize some questions and run it through some sort of test for a few months and then see if we can have any, similar answers to certain things that so this question everyone's answering this.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing is having something that if someone's watching, it's not a veteran who,
Right.
but still going through something similar in their life, right? Because every area touches every area, no matter what is going on. So
absolutely
generalize the questions enough, but specific to where someone can look and think about it themselves. So.
Absolutely. So, so what I'd like to do, Justin, I'd like to bring you through our little 5 questions, if you would.
Absolutely. Let's knock them out.
Got some good comments for a lot of the boys are happy you're here, Murdock.
Awesome. What up, fellas? What up?
We've got 23 people watching us right now. Justin, we've got
23.
Let me see if I can get these on the.
Those are rookie numbers. We got to bump those numbers up.
Well, yeah. If Turner cuts some of his time down, the numbers will go up. So.
Hey, what's going on, Gunny? Thanks for tuning in. It was great seeing you at the birthday last week. Bryman 1313, how you doing? All right, Justin, here we go, brother. 5 questions. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Question 1. How do you know the host and co-host?
Well, all right. See, in 09, I was in 110 Charlie Battery. Had a couple Marine buddies that had already volunteered to go to Afghanistan with 510 Romeo Battery. I kind of hopped on that bus, right, 5 and dime, definitely. Yep, and volunteered for that Afghanistan employment, and we pumped out, and then became brothers almost instantly. So,
yeah, dude, for sure, and that was fun time, man.
Yeah.
It was dude, I remember it was a wild time for all of us. So we had just come off of 96. It was in February, and they're like, "Hey, boys, we're packing."
Yeah, that was our leave.
And
that was my leave.
We're giving them away, and we're going as provisional infantry. And then all of a sudden, we just started meeting all these new guys, and then that's how I met. That's how I met both of you guys, really.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think I saw you at the armory, Justin, when I was first issued my saw.
Yeah.
I was issued a saw as well. My second deployment.
I think you looked at me and you were like, "You're gonna carry that?" And I said, "No, that's something to try."
Hey, just for the record, gentlemen, I was I don't
put it past me.
I was a Lance Corporal. Excuse me, I was a PSC, and I had an M4 and a pistol.
Well, listen, buddy.
I had an M4 on my first pump too, but
come to Romeo Battery and find out.
Come to Romeo, be a PFC again, and see how they treat you.
All right, that's good. That's good stuff, man. All right, here's our next question, Justin. Who is a positive civilian support that is close to you?
I'd say right nowadays, for the past few years, I probably have to be my brother. He's over 5 years sober now.
Nice.
At least every bit of it. And I struggle a lot. I've struggled ever since I got out. I was starting to struggle there towards the end. My alcoholism runs in the family, so I was hitting it pretty deep there for a while. And no matter what, man, I mean, I get on the train and then I jump back off of it. Get on the train, jump back off of it. But he's always been there, and he's one of the only ones that I can really go to, because he's the one that's still not out partying and doing all this other stuff that, you know. Not to put it against anybody, like any of my friends or anything, but you know, that's not exactly the group I can go to. Right. So he's definitely been a positive impact on me. And I don't even know if he really knows this. So he's my younger brother, and I look up to him as he's one of my peers, he's my elder. So it's been good.
Awesome. Very awesome, man. Thanks for sharing that, dude. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you sharing the the alcohol thing, and it's. Again, just reiterating the fact that this is an open, safe spot for everybody. Everybody struggles with something in their life. Nobody's perfect. So if anybody watching thinks they can just unclick and subscribe now, because
this
isn't the place,
Yeah, because you ever messed up. I mean, it happened to me. So
and you know what, Justin, it's real, and it's tough. It's even tough when you get out. And I struggle daily with all kinds of shit, man. So it's you're not the only one, brother. It's
right.
When you get out, and not even when you get out, some people just life in general. Life is forgive my French, but it's fucking hard. So
yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. So.
And I think you guys can agree too. A lot of people on here would agree too. Just honestly, not to sound cliche, but acknowledging that you've got forces that are working against you. You know what I'm saying? And identify that, and then shoot, move, and communicate as we do in artillery, right? So you've identified it. Let's move around and let's figure out an attack plan, and let's move on from there. And I think that's one of the biggest hurdles as a veteran is to come to that realization that, hey, like.
It is, and it's a huge pride issue, I think, all at the same time, and man, it's okay not to be okay.
100%.
Yeah, if you reach out, like we've seen through these past just week and a half or so, if you reach out, you'll realize that most people are going through the same shit you're going through.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? That's what this is about. Is regardless of what you're going through or what you got going on in your life or any of that crap, man. Like you have to have somewhere where you can go and you can just let loose. You know what I mean? Not even talk about that stuff. Just be yourself and talk in general. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Awesome, man. Justin, I appreciate that, man. That was a great answer.
that was awesome.
Yeah. All right. Ready for number 3, brother?
Yeah, let's bring it.
All right, here we go. Oh God. Go. Here we go. What is a top 5 funny story about your service? And I'm just gonna say it at the end. United States Marine Corps, baby.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah, this is gonna be
man, I was kind of brainstorming on this one. I mean, top 5. I mean, man, one on the top of the head. I mean, it's probably one of those things where it was more funny, or I guess you had to be there type deal. But we all know the MRAPs. We went on a 45-day mission on my first deployment in Iraq on this little fob called Medesis, and we did all these random uncalled for, little missions just around the fob. And the first time out, I was smoking a cigarette in the MRAP. Not supposed to be doing it, but whatever. And I opened the hatch, and I flicked my cigarette out. Well, it hits the door, falls in between those grates, because you got to step up on top of those grates. That's where the gas tanks are at on both sides. So I flick my cigarette butt out, and it hits the door, and it falls in the grates. And I shut the hatch. I latch it, and I'm driving, and I'm like, shit, that can't burn through the. And like literally right after I thought that, I hit an anti-personnel mine on my front left tire, blows my axle, and the whole time thinking, I just blew my truck up. I mean, that's what's going on.
And then you were almost relieved that you.
Yeah, I was ID. So yeah, I'm like, okay, just a landmine.
Oh shit, okay. It was just a landmine. Right?
Yeah, who thinks that?
Yeah. No one will ever know I was smoking on the truck. Nobody.
No.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that was. I mean, there's tons more, man, but right off the top of my head, that's always a good one. All my Charlie Battery Marines, I always bring it up every time I see him or talk to him. So
hey, I actually want to interrupt it into the next question. I wanted to give a shout out to just because it was on our last topic. That we were just touching on and talking about sobriety and everything. I want to give a shout out to a big fan. It's from Next Shift Hockey. Our boy George says, big AT fan. Shout out Saranac Lake. He's been sober for 3 years, changed my life for the better. Love what you guys are doing. Keep this up. I'll be following along, George. It's a great kid. I think anybody that's a hockey fan out there, check out Next Shift Hockey. On Instagram, LinkedIn, I think that's nextshifthockey.com, all social media platforms. Go ahead and check them out. They've got a good listen. They've got a good lineup of guests. And it's, like I said, it's a good listen. So thanks, George. Appreciate you, brother.
Awesome.
All right, Murdock. Yep. All right, brother. We're going into number 4. You ready?
Always.
All right, here we go, brother. What do you feel you need the most to help you on your journey to peace and happiness?
Well, definitely the number one thing is to continue my sobriety. That's absolutely number one for me. And like we touched at the beginning of here, just taking it one day at a time, man. I'm always so busy on trying to set goals for not even short-term goals. Like, what am I going to be doing next week? How can I do this? How can I do that? And man, like, we're not promised tomorrow or anything. So if I can just keep my head straight on this sobriety, take it one day at a time, 30-inch steps, as we always say, that. Mm-hmm. I think that's a great start for me to progress here on my journey.
That's real. That's real shit. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it's a great answer.
We're always going to be here for you. You always have an open door policy here on Disarranged. You ever we're on a live and you want to hop on and just rant, you need some support, that's what we're here to do, man.
Yeah, I apologize.
Absolutely, brother.
That loud noise, that was my 250-pound dog drinking water.
I had to go in the other room to keep mine.
I debated on putting him away, and I'm like, nah, he'll just lay down and sleep the whole time. And of course, the jackass has been walking around making noise. Starts drinking as soon as Turner starts talking. I can see Turner's face.
I don't think that fucking dog.
Yeah,
ruining my audio.
Right. Yeah. He'll be away next time. So yeah, that's.
I gotta cut this, guys.
You ruined the show.
All right, here we go. We're gonna hit you with a final question, Justin. Again, I appreciate you.
There it is.
There it
We're
is.
live, baby. We're in the gutter. Right
We are live, and it is not alive. Hopefully, you get it.
No, you get it.
All right.
All right, here we go, brother. Hey, again, appreciate you you doing this with us. And here's
Man,
question number 5. How has your service impacted who you are as a civilian now?
Well, being in the military, obviously everything it's hard, it's demanding. Sometimes your mission doesn't go as planned, but we're trained that we always are able to figure out a way to establish an answer, and establish how to get this thing to end and how to go on with our day and to have a successful mission. And out in the civilian world, man, things get real hard. That gets real tough. There's usually not a really big guide of direction, that it's absolutely nothing like the military,
right,
at all. So but no matter the hardest days I've ever had out in the civilian world, where I just completely want to lose it, I have to walk away for a little bit, but I just tell myself it always has to come to an end. And everything that we were taught, everything that was instilled in us, everything that we drive for, it really helps out, and I'm able to put my belt back on and my boots back up and tied and march forward and make that day end for me. And so how the military has impacted me as a civilian, as it was the best thing I ever chose to do, man, because I still hold my head high no matter how low I try to get myself down, and I just keep moving forward with it. So
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's that. I love the point you made, man, about like there's no book for it, right? So like I tried explaining this to my boss, and me and Turner were talking about this, like the chaoticness of going from being in that atmosphere, and then adjusting to things where like really any answer is the answer, right? Whatever you want it to be. It's like there's so it seems like chaos, but you were able to hone in on that part of the military that like, hey man, just get through this. The the mental toughness,
absolutely,
just get through this.
Absolutely. It's helped me drive, especially if you're running a crew or anything like that. I mean, if you're the leader and you go down, I mean, I know in the Marine Corps, we always say, we're one bullet away from the next position. So know everything, but these guys don't get that. So they see you down immediately, they're going to go down. That's just how it is out here. Right. And I just got to pick my shit up and keep going. And I know they're going to be behind me. So,
well, that's the idea, dude. Where all of us are behind you, and as this network grows, it's only going to get bigger. And we appreciate you sharing all this with us, man.
Man, not a problem at all, man. I appreciate you guys having me on for the first guest. That's
dude.
That's great.
You christened it,
brother. Yeah, hopefully we can look back in a year.
I was going to say something else, but Turner warned me against it. But you were the first one.
What do you want me to interrupt you again, Matthew?
No. You gave me the warning about what I can say on the show. And since I
was okay, so you're going to make me the censorship guy.
I was just going to say something, but then I stopped myself. So,
well, that's good. Who says they can't teach old dogs new tricks?
Right, there you go. If I make it through 5 episodes without getting kicked off, then this is a victory.
Right.
Did I say the F word?
Go for it.
I just said F word too. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can put you in timeout over here.
I'm telling you, man.
No, man. Listen, Justin,
I'm about to say all the F's when I get off here.
You have any closing remarks, man? Anything you want to add? Any shout outs you want to give? Anybody you want to? And we will going to ask you too after you get off here to reach out to one veteran and one civilian that and recommend. Disarranged 1775 on all social media platforms.
Absolutely. No, I just want to thank you guys again, man. And I want to say what up to all my Romeo Marines. What's going on, fellas? Hope everyone's doing good. And this is great. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Justin.
Thanks for the honesty, Justin. And it's not just us that appreciate. There's someone listening that appreciates your honesty, man.
Sure,
you're
man.
not alone, so.
This won't be the last time you see me. That's for sure.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, not at all.
Just real quick, just before you go, just to touch on that, it's from Static X73. You guys are looking good, and good thing on doing this. A lot of us need it out. A lot of us need it. Excuse me. So, if it's one person watching or 100 people watching, man, it's what we're here to do, and we're going to be here weekly. So, Justin, again, thank you very, very much for being
Thanks,
our
Justin.
first guest on Disarranged 1775.
Love you, buddy.
Thanks, fellas. Love you guys too.
Yeah, man. We look forward to seeing you soon, brother. And be good and on your journey of sobriety, keep it up. And you've got my number, you've got Matt's number, and we're here for 24/7, Devil Dog.
Absolute. Hoorah, guys. Semper Fi, man.
Yeah,
Semper
Semper
Fi,
Fi,
brother.
Thank you.
That was good.
Listen,
wait, is it over?
Justin, that's better than Bruno drinking out of the freaking bowl.
So I guess that was my annoying sister
Wow,
in the
man.
background.
No,
Bryce and your mother.
you know, when we got on this and we talked to Justin for what was it, 3-4 hours, like we talked about, man, like he he epitomizes like what every normal man's deals with, you know what I mean? Just a hardworking dude, man. He's got a good heart. He's
100%.
trying to do his best every day. And you could tell just the difference in just us just bullshitting about whatever, you know, kind of lightened up his mood. You know, it lightens up my mood. So,
So just to give a quick kind of in this part of the episode when we wrap up our buddy check, Matt and I are kind of giving after action report, kind of like what we're doing right now, and just give our thoughts on it, and you know if there's things we can learn, or if there's things follow up questions or follow up things that we want to ask or talk about. So that's kind of what we're doing right now, and I was absolutely. When I was thinking about who would I want as the first person on this adventure, there was no one else other than Justin Murdock. He came from a different unit. He came in with just a book full of knowledge in his head of just how to conduct yourself as a field Marine and how to really like whoop it on. And I'm so glad he came on, man. I'm kind of almost speechless. It worked out. It was good. We got him on. It was cool.
And you don't know. Everybody's got a story, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got a story. Even
right,
quiet guys that are running their mouth all the time. Everybody's got something to say.
100%. Everybody.
So Justin's just one of those guys. When he talks, you just want to hear more, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, and I can't wait to have him on again. He's got some wild stories, and they're just funny, and they're just great. But at the end of the day, you know, he as long as I'm on this earth, and I think you can agree with me, Matt, Justin's going to be one of those guys that I'm always going to call on, no matter what. So it's when they say it's friends, you know, it's brothers for life. That's one cat right there you can always rely on. So I'm happy, man.
Yeah, that was about the best first guest you could have. He was better than either one of us.
Yeah, dude, he could have just ran the show and just kind of left us on.
I know he was better than you. Your sister was better than you. She only talked for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't even 2 seconds, but oh, it's so funny, man.
Yeah. Thanks again, Justin.
Yeah, man, it was awesome to have you, man. If you're still out there listening, let's check in on the comments real quick. But my I think my nephew wants to come on. I guess that's what we do. We can do a quick buddy check with him, can we? I don't know. I don't know. I can't just invite him on through here. Bryson, we'll have to have you on as a guest. You're gonna do video game checkups for us. You're gonna give everybody all the information on all the updated video games. But hey, man, I think we should get into what's going on next week.
Okay, let's do it. I'm excited.
Yeah. So next week we got we have a great show planned. We have another great guest.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit further southwest than Peoria. Is that how am I saying that right?
Peoria.
Peoria, Illinois. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but
Yeah,
it's a little bit further southwest, you would say, huh?
definitely. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, friends of mine, I could make it. Glad to keep up. Oh, awesome! Hey, Bobby Potts, what's up, fellas? Don't know you, but friends of Mac Lahaney's. All right, Mac, a friend of mine. Glad I could make it on, and
thanks,
we'll
Bobby.
be going good things. Thanks a lot, Bobby. Appreciate you, brother. If you could go tell two friends.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Bobby. Now get to work.
Glenda, I see you. Thanks for getting on, brother. Watch it.
So basically, next week we got a great episode. We've got a good buddy coming on. It's going to be funny. I think it's going to be hilarious. Yeah, and the only hint that I'm going to give to anybody out there that may know this person, he is a fellow comm Marine, and that's all I'm going to say. Is that fair enough?
But he's a fellow Romeo Marine.
See, come on, he didn't.
Come on, man.
He is a fellow Romeo Marine, and we're looking forward to having him on. I think that's you got anything there, G?
You know what, man? There's so much to unravel and unravel.
I know. I could just keep going and going and going.
Even just talking about when the question with the psychedelics and stuff.
Yeah.
Hot topic stuff. I know we'll get into it later.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's just so much going on, and it excites me even more that we're doing this because there's obviously a lot to talk about, and a lot of people want to talk about things, and so yeah, it's been a blast, man. It's been a fun journey leading up to this. It's been many nights of me and you just literally sitting here and talking on a camera like this.
Yeah.
We used to do it on a phone for 3-4 hours at a time. Now we do it on camera, and we've got to catch up with some of our buddies. And
it's been good. It's been a good it's been a good
it's been a blessing.
Platform.
Yep, definitely.
So looks like I'm going to get into one last comment here, and then I'm going to wrap this up. It's been great. Jason Cantner, great guy. Dude, listen, I'm going to give a story. This guy right here is great. Such a great thing you guys are doing. Definitely going to be spreading the word. I appreciate you, Jay. This guy, I worked with him back when I lived in Pennsylvania and was doing security. And excuse me?
What? I'm sure he has stories.
If you came through my checkpoint, you were definitely getting the business.
You'd have to be awake.
Okay. I never once abandoned my post. Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh, Justin, Cantner. He his father was a great police officer in the area that I lived at, and he's just a big military supporter. Police supporter, loves America and loves guns. So we connected instantly, and every month since this was back in 2016, we met. Every month on the 22nd, this day, we've texted each other and reached out. No matter where I've been in the world, where he's been in the world, we've always kept in contact. So what we're doing here, this journey has been coming for a long time. It's been coming.
It's nice you did it with him, and
I mean, I couldn't get you to call me back to save my life. I mean, there was a time where you were still serving, and I was paying your paycheck, bro.
Hey,
my taxes were paying.
Sleeping very well on that warm blanket of freedom I was weaving every night for you,
brother. I know you weren't weaving it. I can promise you that. All right. Well, listen, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us on our premiere episode. We look forward to seeing everybody. We will be going live again Wednesday, December 1st at 7 p.m. right back here on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And then from that Wednesday, we will be rolling every Wednesday, every week. We'll be doing the same thing, growing our network and spreading the news.
Yeah, and some weeks it might be a little different, but we're going to be here. So
yep. So again, everybody, thank you so much for your support.
Thanks so much, everybody. Yep.
Please go check us out on all our social media platforms. We're on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook will be coming January 2022.
And TikTok.
Oh, excuse me, and TikTok. Thank you,
TikTok.
sister. My sister helped out again.
There it is.
Awesome, guys. Thank you very much, everybody.
Everybody.
Peace.